Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shai. All praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, double honors to the apostles, a great millstone, and honors and salutations to all you Akim out there that's laboring in the truth and sincerity without wavering. And it's another GMS en route, and we're gonna title this one, Pray to be on the right side. Pray that you end up on the right side. Because when it's all said and done, this thing of ours, being in the truth and the faith, worshiping the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, it's all through election. It's all by election, meaning the ones who the Lord chose, elected, to be of the elect. So that's why the scriptures say, give diligence to make thy calling and election sure. That's something that has to be done, That's something that needs to be done through the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And even after you do it, because remember what the parable says about the unprofitable servant. Even after you did everything, that brothers do, you on fire, you pushing, you teaching, still say that you're an unprofitable servant for you did what you were supposed to do at the end of the day. Going back to Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and 13. What's the conclusion of the whole matter is fear the Most High and keep His commandments. So that's the basic thing that we're supposed to be doing. What we're doing, it's a great work. This truth is very precious, but just because you in the truth doesn't make you give you the right to think that you're the Most High, or that you know what I'm saying? Nah, you're supposed to be humble. The scripture said, the greater thou art, the more humble ourselves, right? So being in this truth, you gotta humble yourself, man. You gotta humble yourself, and that's something. If you're a man of the Lord is gonna give you that humility, man. 'Cause the scriptures say, before honor comes humility. And there's no other way to get to the kingdom of heaven without going through all the pearls, man, which will give you humility. You understand? So you gotta go through that straight gate. There's no getting around it. All the hell that brothers catch and everything, that's part of, the sufferings of Yahweh Shai. Especially if you're going through, you catching the hell for this truth, which, we are being persecuted for the truth, even down to Satan, the demons. Demons is attacking brothers more than ever. Because we at the end, 2020, the year of prophecy, so much things are happening right now, man. You got a lot of, man, it's just things happening all over the world, man. In America, and everything that's happening, as I always say, because it's the truth, it's happening according to the prophecies of the Most High. So that's why we're constantly linking the scriptures up with everything, because everything is happening according to the prophecies of the Lord. Everything is going just how the Most High said it to happen, man. And at the end of the day, and I'm sure all the brothers in here, because we all pray, we all mention Psalms, the 51st chapter, right? The prayer in Psalms, the 51st chapter, where it says, where King David prayed to the Most High to take not your Holy Spirit from me, right? Because, whatever sins or whatever brothers might do that's off, look, we're before the Most High. There's no hide. Just like you can't do nothing without Esau knowing about it. Even if you go off or if you do some wickedness or whatever, the Most High is going to see it. So that's why, at the end of the day, and Apostle Rama hit on a video, I think a week ago, about keeping it real with yourself. You got to keep it real with yourself. You got to look yourself in the mirror, man. A dangerous man is a dangerous man that could look in the mirror and lie to himself, man. You know what I'm saying? And act like, and don't see himself, And you got people that are out there that are delusional. That's called being delusional. And the Lord said that He was going to choose Israel's delusion. So the Most High actually literally bugged out a lot of niggas. That's why you see we got a lot of bug outs amongst Israel. A lot of them are in the churches, in Christianity especially, or Pentecostal. Those people in the Pentecostal church, a lot of them are bugged the fuck out. These women down in these churches and these different sororities and fraternities and stuff, they bugged the hell out, man. That's why you see them, they be doing stupid, crazy shit, have all kind of crazy hairstyles, worshiping all kind of crazy new bugged out philosophies and and idols and deities that just popped up out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Because why? The Most High don't want them to get the truth at the end of the day. That's why, what's this? 2 Corinthians 4 and 3, or 3 and 4. If our gospel be hid, it is hid to them who are lost, in whom the God of this world has blinded the minds of them that believe not. And that's the truth, man. That's the truth. A lot of the people are blinded by this world, with the God of this world being Esau, the so-called white man that controls everything, that controls the narrative and put out all the lies, slander, just nonsense that he puts out there and pushes and promote all kind of wickedness and abominations. People get caught up into these things and they get blinded. So when we come with the truth and let them know that, look, the Lord is coming back real soon. We're in the day of the Lord. The Lord's coming back to bring destruction. There's going to be a nuclear war that's going to happen. You know, people still don't see it, even though it's prevalent, like behind the scene. It ain't even behind the scene. Really, the cat's out the bag. You got all these countries speaking about it, but people are blinded. That's what the scriptures say. That's how we know the scriptures to be true. They say, whom the God of this world have blinded the minds of them that believe not, lest the glorious light of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua should shine upon them. You see? So the Most High, the people of the Lord just don't want to see the truth, man. And that's why the scriptures say, happy are ye if you tasted the Lord's, the sincere milk of the word, the happy are you, man. The Most High show grace on you. And really, you're supposed to be appreciative, man, not proud. Not proud, man. Coming into the truth. And I ain't saying, you know, of course you ain't got to carry yourself like no, you know, the scriptures say remember yourselves a man, but, you know, you get cats that sometimes get caught up into that pride. They get hit with that pride bug, man. And they start acting as if they came up with the truth themselves, you know. And the spirit of the Lord is against a lot of people, man. You know, and at the end of everything, you know, every man's work is going to be declared. Scriptures tell you that, man. Of what sort it is, man. You know, because it's one thing for a guy to sit there and say, nah, I'm a solid brother. I'm true blue. You know, scriptures say if we were to judge ourselves, then, you know what I'm saying, we wouldn't be condemned. You know, the scriptures also say every man is right in his own sight. You see, so you can't judge. You can't sit there and go on based off your own feeling. That's why the scriptures say, lean not to your own understanding. Be not wise in your own conceit, because, you know, especially Jake in their mind, they have a demon on them that think that they really don't do no wickedness, like they don't go off. You see, and that's why, you know, again, you gotta fear always, man. You gotta have that fear of the Lord, man. A healthy fear of the Lord, which is something that's missing throughout this world, man. You know, everybody treats the Most High like he's a joke, like you could just do what you want to do, man. You know, and look, man, we in those times now, man. It ain't a time that you can put off, say, I'll wait till later down the road, a couple years from now, let me establish my... Nah, you're going to die, man. You thinking like that, you're going to die. And the Lord said, they said, they that seek to gain his life shall lose it, man. So salvation is right before our people, but only the elect of our people are really going to get it. And, you know, you don't know that you're the elect. You hope the elect be the elect. Like the Spirit got on Apostle Gabar, the phrase that he coined, the hope for elect. The Spirit had him say that, and that's a deep saying, because we're hoping to be the elect. The Apostle Paul said in Romans, he said, look, he said, we're saved by hope. You see? And hope is not something that's physical. So we're just hoping to be saved, because we still we're subjected to go off. We're subjected to face judgment, get locked up, get killed. You know, shit is real. This ain't no fantasy thing. It's not you know what I'm saying? This is real. And that's why, you know, the Spirit get on the apostles and the rest of us, elders and everything, and we get on brothers about being serious minded in this truth, okay? We got the Passover coming up. The Passover always is a time to reflect. It's a time to reflect, because in the Passover, in the spiritual, why that's such a grave, solemn assembly, or it should be, right? According to the scriptures, because when you go back into the time when the first Passover, that wasn't nothing to laugh about, man. There wasn't no partying going on. When the Lord passed over through Egypt, You think they were having parties and nah? It tell you that the Most High, Yahweh Shai, killed the firstborn in everybody's house who had not the blood on their doorposts, man. It tell you that people were seeing apparitions. Some people, demons were making people just scared to death, but they just give up the spirit. You see, and those things are happening now. You got people dropping dead left and right. Young kids. You got people. It was a kid of a billionaire, probably an overdose or whatever, but showing you that the Most High is getting them too. Because all in all, it's still the judgment of the Lord. Whoever died, issues of death belonging to the Most High. That's what the scriptures say. You see, so we're in a time where, you know, brothers that are in the truth gotta really truly reflect, and this truth should always be in your spirit every day, man. You know, I mean, you gotta handle your business. You know, of course, you gotta take care of your business. You gotta take care of your practical matters, and you know, right now, while there is time to work, you gotta work. All right, but in the back of your mind, you know that everything is gonna change. You know that Esau, what you see, Esau is not gonna be in power forever. The scriptures tell you that in Job, the 20th chapter, that the triumphing of the wicked is but short, man. All right, so we're coming to that time. Pretty much, there's only a few more things that gotta happen prophecy-wise, then the end is gonna come. So you gotta really think on these things and be more serious, man. Like I said, this truth should be in brothers' mind throughout the day, every day. You know what I'm saying? Not just at the camp or when you're doing, you know, a video when the cameras is on. When the cameras is off, you should always ponder, you know. And really, it's to the point where you can't help but not think about the truth. Even if you try to you know, so let me watch a movie or whatever, just, you know, because you do got to keep a balance. You know, the scriptures speak about being over righteous, right? But even still, when you do certain things, you still, in the back of your mind, it still pops up, or you're looking at things through the eyes of the scriptures, like looking at things spiritually as you're watching a regular movie that's not about, per se, nothing, but you're looking at it in a spiritual manner, you know? Because why? This truth is inside you, man. And you got to pray that the Lord keep it in you, man. And it boils down to a key thing, you know, and forgive me if I'm rambling, but just some thoughts, you know, that's on my mind. But the key thing is patience. That's why Yahweh Shai said, in your patience, possess your souls. See, the Lord is doing everything in his time, how he wants to do it. And a lot of things require patience. That's why a lot of guys, they bug out because they got an expiration date. You know what I'm saying? And if this doesn't happen by this, fuck it, I'm gonna go for mine. Nigga, you gonna die trying to go for yours, man. We wasn't put here to so-called go for ours, man. Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do to sustain yourself, but man, nigga, you better be waiting, man. You better be on point, man. Stay on your watch. You see? You know, because it's gonna happen that quick, man. There's a reason why the Lord said he should come as a thief in the night. You know, so, and then the scriptures tell us, brothers that's in the faith, that seeing that we know all these things, what manner of man ought we to be? You see? So, you know, you gotta check yourself, each individual brother. And as we always say, you should be doing a daily inventory. You should be doing, you know, checking yourself daily, not just, you know, just waiting for somebody else to say something or whatever. Now you should constantly, because listen, man, the scriptures tell you clearly that the Satan goes as a roaring lion seeking whom he can devour. You know, and them spirits is out there, brothers. You know, and if you're new to the faith, I'm pretty sure you're seeing things are different, because, you know, from the way you deal in the world to coming into the truth, it's a whole nother transition. And then you start realizing how many enemies, pardon me, that you really have, man. And the reason why we got all these enemies, because they're enemies of the Lord. Really is, and when you look at it, even though you're getting into the probably physical altercation, you know, argument or whatever, really it's spiritual. It's because they got Satan on them, and the spirit of Yahweh Shai is in it. So them demons are opposed to that spirit of Yahweh Shai, because they get cut, you know? They get cut, and that's why, like, a lot of Jake don't want to really deal with brothers or deal with this truth, man. You see? But anyway, that was just the main point, man. Like I said, pray and hope to be on the right side of things, and when it's said and done, you know, the Lord is coming back to deliver the elect of Israel. This shit ain't gonna keep going on like this forever. There is a place of rest. There is a kingdom of ours that's waiting for us, man. There is a retribution for all the, blood, sweat, and tears throughout the years we put in. Not to be rhyming and shit, but there is retribution, There's a payback. The Lord is gonna redeem us, man. The Lord said that He's coming back to deliver us, man. And He's gonna defend us. Okay, He's gonna fight all our adversaries, all our enemies. So there is, like when the enemy come in like a flood, as the scriptures say, the Lord's gonna raise up a standard. So whatever hell that is gonna come on us, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is gonna deliver us up out of it. Just like going back during the time of Egypt. And it's gonna be even a greater deliverance. So this is something to pray and hope for, and hope that you be found on the right side of things, because this truth is very humbling, man. And when you think about it, like the promised land, when you think of things like about Moses, not even Moses being a friend of the Most High, the Lord gave the commandments, he didn't even get to step foot into the promised land. And majority of those jakes, because again, like I said, we're in the wilderness still. We're at this stage, we're in the wilderness all over again. So that's why sometimes things might seem like it's in a circle. The Lord did that. Why you think the Most High got things repetitive and it seemed like we're walking in a circle? That's a weeding out process, man. To see so that way you're gonna really show your true colors, man. As the Lord's shaking the sift, all the bullshit's gonna fall through, while the real grains are gonna remain. So we're in that time, and it's scary and heavy because, we all look at Moses as one of them great men of the Lord, which that was an example to show us that we can't be high-minded in His truth, Now, of course, Moses is going to come, because, he is who he is. You don't lose your lot. But that just to show you that the Most High is, man. The Lord is not a respecter of persons, man. You see? So that's even more of a reason for you to walk humbly with the Most High, and pray and pray and pray, because that's what it comes down to, man. King David said, "Blessed is the man whom the Lord imputeth not iniquity." And that's what we all hoping. We're all hoping that we're of Yahweh Shai, so that way that we be forgiven for whatever dirt or whatever wickedness we might have done, or still do or done or whatever about to do. You see what I'm saying? You want to be in that number, like when the saints come marching in, as the saying goes. But anyway, hopefully brothers were edified, and as always, like to say, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash, and Shalom to the sincere Akim. Shalom.